There, I've opened Rhinoceros. Let's create the first little cylinder. We'll also create it according to the dimensions. A point at 3300, because my measurements here are in millimeters. Enter. Extruded. If it was 100 there, then here it will be 1000. So we get a cylinder like this. Now let's create a line. Click, click. And to draw another circle, we use the circle function. You definitely need to turn on all snap. End, near, point, middle. We don't need anything else for now. Middle. On the front plane. Click, click. So here it is. We can use move. Move from here to here. We can delete this line at this stage. And then extrude our cylinder. Set the parameters to both sides. Yes. If the previous one was 100, that is 1000, right? Then this one will be 500 because it's extruded in both directions. A cylinder of the same length. I think 1000 was fine here when extruding both ways. Or you can adjust the size if you want. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's switch to the right view. Here, let's draw a line. Click, click. We'll cut off the lower part of this one. Now let's draw a circle. Actually not. Yes, a circle, a circle. Actually, maybe not a circle, but an ellipse. Depending on the smoothness. This will be good. Click, click, click. Delete. And let's use the smooth transition function. Blend surface. Surface, edge, and this one. Here this part didn't quite work out as much. Let's select blend. Let's select surface. Edge tool. Merge edges. This edge. And let's see what we've got. Merge edges is used to combine edges into one. Yes, it worked. This one with this one. Click, click. See? In the process of adjusting the shape or path of a curve, line, or any graphical element, it is often necessary to manipulate specific points, also known as nodes or control points, to achieve the desired outcome. In this particular case, we are focusing on a point that is currently positioned in such a way that it causes the curve or line to form unwanted bends or deviations from the intended smoothness or direction. These bends can disrupt the overall appearance, flow, or functionality of the design, making it important to address their cause. To resolve this issue, the most effective approach is to move the problematic point closer to the starting position of the curve or line. By doing so, we reduce the influence that this point has on the overall shape, thereby minimizing or eliminating the unwanted bends. This adjustment helps to create a smoother, more continuous transition from the start of the curve, resulting in a cleaner and more visually appealing outcome. The process involves selecting the point in question, which may be done using a mouse, stylus, or other input device, depending on the software or tool being used. Once selected, the point can be dragged or nudged incrementally towards the starting location. It is important to observe the effect of this movement in real time, as the curve will dynamically update to reflect the new position of the point. If the bends persist, further adjustments may be necessary, such as moving the point even closer to the start or fine-tuning the positions of adjacent points. Throughout this process, care should be taken not to introduce new distortions or unintended changes elsewhere in the curve. The goal is to achieve a balance where the curve maintains its intended path while also appearing smooth and free of abrupt bends. This technique is commonly used in graphic design, digital illustration, and computer-aided design, CAD applications, where precise control over curves and lines is essential for creating professional quality work. In summary, by moving the point closer to the start, we effectively reduce or eliminate the bends that were previously present, resulting in a smoother and more desirable shape. This simple yet powerful adjustment is a fundamental skill for anyone working with curves and lines in a digital environment, and mastering it can greatly enhance the quality and accuracy of your designs. Let's look at the different modes and see how they appear. This one is also too strong. So something like this with a 2 and then like this. This kind of transition, you can adjust the curve to make it smoother. This was Robert F. Diffie with you. Goodbye everyone.